Rednote, the Chinese app that everybody's moving to, is actually sharing your data with the Chinese government. As a lawyer who works in tech, it drives me crazy how unserious so many of you are about the risks that come with a company or a government collecting so much data about people, especially when the government who's collecting the data is responsible for the genocide of the Uyghur people, the arrest of dissidents, actual state censorship, all the things you say you hate and you're afraid of happening here. But you'll so freely just share your data with the Chinese government. And all you have to do is read the privacy policy to figure out that this is actually happening. So for starters, if you read that policy, you'll find out that they're collecting your browsing history, your photo album, they have access to your microphone, to your camera, geolocation, and a bunch of other stuff. And then in the privacy policy, it says when they can use that data without your authorization. And that includes any time necessary to perform statutory duties or obligations, to carry out news reporting, public opinion supervision, and other acts for the public interest, vague, and other circumstances stipulated by laws and regulations, also vague, just in case the vague ones at the top didn't cover anything that the Chinese government might want. Some of you on this app are saying that this is a clapback to the US government, or this is somehow like backfiring the US government because of what they're doing to TikTok, but it is your data. You might think that because you're just an average, uninteresting person somewhere in Topeka, Kansas, that this is irrelevant to you. When a government is able to collect so much data from millions of people and use that for social engineering, espionage, and that government is anti-democratic, is engaged in active genocide, I think you really have to start evaluating your values and perhaps come to terms that really you never really cared about democracy or the fight against genocide. What you really wanted was to have an app and an entertainment source to continue the brain rot that you've been under for the last couple of years.